What is up, guys? T was scotching things. Hey, and there's Femi. She hasn't been in the video in a while. Look how big she's getting. Gosh, she's beautiful. She loves car rides. Like, freaks the F out if anyone puts a coat on. She thinks she's going somewhere. So I'm gonna go run some errands. Gonna go move just one trailer today. Finally finished up we tore one bin down in February, and we just got done with our first bin of the year. Took 3 weeks, which is miserable. I should look at it good and bad. One, it took us 3 weeks when it should have taken us 12 ring raftered roof 7 days. Should have taken us 7 days, 7 working days, and it took us almost 21. That's because we started in that bin in February. It's now March 8th. And dude, it's the weather, man. We've had bad weather. Can't work in the wind, right? On days when you need to jack or do some other stuff. We're real wind sensitive. I've told you that before. And can't, we've had 2 snowstorms in that time, sub-zero temps, and we've struggled through the last 2 days with 30 degrees. And man, let me tell you, we've worked some cold days, and it's when you're handling metal all day outside, it's hard on the hands. It's cold. Look how pretty she is. So the guys, got a compliment from the farmer. Guys did really good. They don't complain. They just push through. But we have another project ready for us, and technically, like I told them last night, we worked into the dark to get this one done, and we've got to move equipment over, and I told them I'll start doing it today. It was supposed to rain. It still might be a chance. It's like 34. We could have technically worked, but it's windy, and I mean, when it's 34 and 20 mile an hour winds, it's cold outside. So, like I said, they struggled through the last couple days, so I'm gonna we're gonna take today and tomorrow off, because we are supposed to get some rain and snow later today into tomorrow. So it'll be like 50 on Friday. We'll work Friday. So, and then she's got a vet. Can't work Monday. She's got a vet appointment. So it's just how it is this time of year. Hey, at least we got one done. There's been times where we haven't started until April. So now we're gonna drive out and check out the house, see what's going on. They poured foundation, and they poured the footings, and they poured the foundation walls, and I think they were gonna start electrical or plumbing this week or something. I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm getting to the topic. This is just some kind of ramblings. I'm just getting some stuff out of the day. What is day? Wednesday. Dave, I'm gonna call. I mean, if you see this today, Dave, I'll text you or call you. I need to get your knives sent back to you. We've got a trade we need to figure out, and I don't know which one to. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. So, what am I carrying today? Okay, so this is. I've made a video in the past, like struggling to pick a knife when it's like a non-work day, right? When I know I don't need a work knife, what am I gonna carry? I just stare at knives. So all of a sudden, like in the last week or two, these guys have been posting up these spinny wheels that they put it's some app that you put all your knives in. And I thought, that's stupid. Well, this morning I had some free time. I'm making some coffee. I'm like, that might really help, as I'm staring at knives, trying to decide what I'm gonna pick today. So I know I didn't get them all in, but first one, Strider SNG custom. The second one I kind of cheated on, but this is a stupid app. It's a spinny wheel, right? I don't need to live by it. The second one was my performance custom, my SMF custom. I didn't want to carry 2 customs today. So next one up was what I consider my dad knife, my large 31. I think this one's the ladder Damascus with the Macassar. Is it the Macassar inlay? I haven't carried this in a while, so hopefully this will get some kind of a fun, like I said, you don't have to live and die by it. It's just kind of a fun app, right? And it helped me get 2 knives quickly into my pocket. Do I have to carry them all day? Can I switch it up later? Yeah, but what it did for me, and if you know, like I could have stood there and struggled and stared at these stupid knives all day. Like, it quickly got me 2 knives in my pocket. Hey, what more can you ask for? I think it's just called Spin in the App Store. Kind of dumb, kind of fun, but kind of fun too, man. Like I said, it helped me out pick up 2 knives. Hey, what you doing, doggy? What else? Okay, so the topic for today, we've talked about this too before. If you've made it 5 minutes in, thank you. Oh, I don't think anybody's out here working today, but we're gonna drive by anyway. What would you guys do? We've got HOA, right? And oh, they pulled the forms off. Dang. Nice. Holy crap. They did mess up on the garage. They poured, it's supposed to be a 9-foot door, 10-foot door, and a 9-foot door, and they messed up on the middle 10-foot door. And I was out here measuring because I'm in, anal like that. And they said they can fix it, so we'll see. But they pulled the forms off. There's they've sprayed it. I don't know what you can see over there. So, very cool. It's underway, boys and girls. Kids are excited. Basically doing this to get their own room. And when you have 4 kids, our house is 4 bedrooms right now. Wait, what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms right now. This will be 6 bedrooms. So, it'll be nice. What else? Okay, I'm sorry. The topic. Okay, we've talked about this before. Should you insure a knife? Is this guy going? What's going on? We wanted to buy these 2 lots right here because they back up to a pond, but there's an easement right in the middle. Oh, sorry, honey. There's an easement right in the middle, so we couldn't straddle, which was pretty stupid. And even the builder was like, I have no idea why they did that. So if you wanted to buy 2 lots, you would just have, you couldn't put your house in the middle. So whatever. Shipping knives, right? Okay, sorry. What are we? 7 minutes in. Shipping knives. So buying and selling online, right? If something were to go missing, say you sell a knife, and I think it's kind of, for most people, this is where the rub is kind of sometimes. For most people, like if you, like the discussions I've seen in the groups is you sell a knife. Shit, where'd that strider go? I just had a strider go flying. Nope, it's in my pocket. Say you're the seller and a knife goes missing, it's on you to make that right. It's kind of an unwritten rule, right? At least that's what I've seen. Only because like there's been a couple packages, couple guys in the Strider group have lost knives. Oh, back to the HOA. This state trooper years ago pulled me over, and I asked a city cop and the DMV guy, and he's gonna be my neighbor now. And he's got a boy our daughter's age, and he just put a freaking hot tub like right on the side of his house, and I'll be able to see it right from my backyard. Anyway, squirrel. The dude's kind of a dick. Like, I argued with him during the stop, and then he asked me if I was armed. He's like, do you have your, because obviously I have a permit and he can see that. And I'm like, no, because I was just coming back from my father-in-law's that day. So I don't know, it'll be fun living by him. Hopefully he forgot, because I was kind of a jerk to him, because I mean he just pulled me over, and it was like the middle of the day. That's what the other cop asked. He goes, well, what time was it? I'm like, it was 5:30 in the afternoon. He's like, he was just looking. Sorry, squirrel. So knife goes missing, and it's on the seller, right, to make it right. Because I've seen, so for instance, you're always dealing with it, but one box showed up completely taped up. Dude showed pictures. Man, the guy did a great taping job. knife's gone. The second one is lost, right? And it's showing gone. So he was just kind of asking, what is the recommended time frame before he refunds the seller? And I think he should wait, because I've had a package. It's frustrating. Like, I've had a package. My case was different though. The seller kind of was like, well, whatever. I had a package that was gone for a month. It took a month to get to me, and I think it's kind of like, right, it's that unwritten rule that the seller is kind of SOL, right? You're out the knife, you're out the money. And I mean, it's kind of a shitty deal, but it just kind of seems to be what it is. That goes along with insuring, right? If you put insurance, and I've talked with Keith about this before, and I've talked with my buddy about it. Like, if you insure a knife for a high value, does that make it a target? They don't know it's a knife in there. They just know it's something that's worth X amount of dollars. I don't know. But here is my rub, okay? So we've established seller is kind of responsible, right? Well, I'd gotten a knife. I'm not going to say the buyer, and I'm going to start checking this from now on. But what if you buy from a retailer? On the bottom of an invoice I was just looking at that I had, it said not responsible for lost or stolen product in the mail during shipping. And I thought, that's kind of shitty, right? You're the seller, it's your responsibility. I had when I ordered my new MacBook a couple years ago, I had a case for it that I'd ordered from Apple, and it got lost, and I let Apple know, and they sent me out a new case. It wasn't a $1,000 computer, but you know, they did the right thing. And I think most companies are like that, and this guy was basically like pound sand. You know, if this thing gets stolen or lost, you're out. So what are your thoughts on that? How come the you know, a private seller is responsible for the shipment and taking the hit if that shipment gets lost or stolen, but a company isn't? Shouldn't it be the same? Like, shouldn't that company selling that knife be on the hook until that knife gets to me? Look at her, she's just like, what's going on? I don't know. So sorry, this video is 13 minutes long, and it took a ways to get here. I just want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on private seller being on the hook for a knife during transit versus a company where they can just write a clause. Like, am I, every time I sell a knife, if I just put that in the post, not responsible for lost or stolen merchandise, does that get me off the hook if something goes missing in the mail? I think it's kind of a cheap way out, and I think if you're, especially it's kind of a reseller, right? They're selling a knife, and then they get a knife, and then they're selling it at a premium. I mean, you're making profit on this, bigger profit than even the manufacturer. So I don't know. I just kind of want to know your guys' thoughts. That's all I got for you today, guys. Kind of just another rambling long whatever video, but all right, I'm gonna run in, grab a Red Bull, go get a trailer. Me and the dog are gonna be gone for a couple hours. Hey Femi, what are you eating? What's she eating back there? Femi! Oh shit, she's got a banana. One of the guys left a banana back there. All right, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.